So when the discussion came out about Bill Belichick being interested in the North Carolina job, I just thought that it was all posturing. He's trying to let everybody know, like, hey, I'm here. This media thing is fun, but I got my goals set, my eyes on coaching again. If I got to throw out a college football rumor to try and stir up some interest in the NFL and rattle some cages, and that's what I got to do. It's like, okay, I mean, makes sense, I guess. We've seen it before. And apparently not. Apparently this is a real thing. Now, Pete Prisco yesterday alluded to the fact that part of the allure for Belichick in North Carolina would be that he would set up his son to take over after he was gone. So he would be there for a short time. Obviously, age would be a factor as well, too. And that he would set up his son to take over the gig after he left.
He's the daddy.
So Ollie Connolly, who writes for The Guardian, had a report that came out over the last couple of days confirming the fact, according to sources, that Belichick's negotiations with North Carolina include the guarantee that Stephen Belichick, his son, will be named the school's head coach in waiting. UNC is open to the guarantee. Discussions are not a bid to gain leverage for NFL offers, and Bill Belichick is open to the move. He updated that and went on to say, Belichick has agreed to become the North Carolina coach. Belichick handed the school a 400-page, quote, organizational Bible with structure, payment plans, staffing choices, etc., decisions on whether to commit with UNC. He is expected to know their decision within the next 24 hours. Ollie Connolly went on to say Belichick's Bible would require historic levels of investment from the school, include salary minimums, position by position, and willingness to hire two staffs, a coaching staff run by Belichick, a recruitment staff run by a sitting college GM who would require a buyout. Belichick has a college and pro version of his updated manual and has shared it with other schools and NFL teams, but he drafted a new one specific to North Carolina that touched on every aspect of the program and school. We'll need to sign off from the athletic director, the chancellor, the trustees, and boosters. There's already been pushback from the group of 13 trustees with input from a wider faculty. The investment would overhaul the school's approach to football. Belichick unsure if the school will meet his demands and is unwilling to negotiate. Again, that from Ollie Connolly, who's been covering this for The Guardian when it comes to Belichick's real interest in the North Carolina gig. All right. I thought it was just smoke, that he wasn't actually interested in the job. I was under the impression that Belichick looked at the opportunity to be the all-time wins leader in the NFL as a goal that he would want. And you would assume if he takes this job, it's probably a 2-year deal, at least, based on his age before his son comes in. He establishes the program, gets him rolling. I don't know where he's at that point in his life. I don't know where he's at in that point in his desire to go back to the NFL. But all of a sudden you're looking at, okay, this is being pushed down the road and we're kicking the can down the road on him trying to pursue the record. I guess this is a real thing. I guess Belichick looks at the opportunity to build the college program and thinks, I'll bet I could do that. I'll just go in reverse. You'll see coaches go from college to the NFL. I've never coached at the college level. I'll go back and I'll get that done. My favorite part about this whole report, though, is the quote-unquote pushback from North Carolina. That's my favorite. Like North Carolina. Because when you think powerhouse blue blood football program and you think like college football playoff team, you think North Carolina. No, you probably don't at all. In fact, when you think North Carolina, let's just be honest here, you think basketball school. I'm sorry, that it is what it is. So when I look at the pushback from North Carolina saying, no, listen, that guy's going to come in here and tell us how we're going to do things? No, not going to happen. Not on our watch. That's like walking by a homeless encampment and somebody pops out from under a tent. He's got 2 different pairs of shoes on and holes in his dickies, and he looks at you and goes, hey, dude, here's a few bucks. Clean up your act. Excuse you? Who are you? Like, you're dictating to what? Like, North Carolina's telling Belichick, nah. Hey, I know we were 6-6 this past year, all right? I know that we haven't sniffed a national title in, forever. But we're not going to take any sort of adjustment to what our plan is and what our structure is, especially from you. And you get people to say, well, what does Belichick know? He's never coached at the college level. Belichick's, one of his best friends in the world is Nick Saban. You ever heard of that name? You know, the greatest coach to ever do it at the college level? One of his best friends. Like, you don't think Belichick has had conversations with Saban about, hey, what went wrong for you? What didn't you like? And if you could do it all over again, if you had any interest, how would you do it? The guy put together this quote-unquote Bible and presented it to the school, custom-made for North Carolina. And yet you got people there that are pushing back. Oh, listen, no, there's pushback. We're not sure about all this stuff. No, if somebody like that offers up an idea on how to put the program back on the map, you listen to that somebody. It's like when the Falcons and other teams were pushing back on Belichick. Oh, his input in the organization, his input. All right, look at how things ended in New England. Okay. Look how things went. Like, you don't think you would want that guy's input on some of this stuff? So when you see North Carolina, well, we're pushing back. We're not sure if this is the best idea for our program. Okay. So just go 6-6 again. And apparently, by the way, the dismissal of Mac Brown and how that all went, apparently that didn't go all that smooth either. But don't worry about it, everybody. North Carolina's got it figured out. Bum pops out from under a tent. Hey, man, what's with the outfit? Dude, you're wearing trash bags and Halloween decorations in public and pushing a cart around with aluminum cans inside of it. Don't worry about what I'm driving in my presentation in public, okay? You got your own issues. Like, if he's got any interest and ideas on how to get better, listen to him. And Nick Saban, his good friend, was very upfront about this whole thing when he left Alabama and told everybody, this is why I left. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. Dude, like of course he's going to have a discussion with him. He's talked with, like, you don't think he's got strategy? You don't think he's got, like, this whole thing, like, hey, man, I've been doing my due diligence. I've been around it. It's not like Belichick's one of those guys who shows up to his media gig 10 minutes before with no prep and walks in and says, all right, so what are we talking about? He puts the time in. Like, he researches this stuff. He studies this stuff. The fact that he's interested in the gig and the people, like, that it's a potential gateway for his son, he's trying to build a program. And look, we talked about it last week with Albert Breer, and Breer said it best. He's like, no, he really thinks that if there's any time to get into the college game to where it looks as close to the NFL game that it's ever been, now's the time. And so if he sees that as a better opportunity for him, for his son, and he likes the structure, yeah, like here's what I'm putting together for you guys. This is what I'm willing to accept if you'll accept me. And you got people there at North Carolina like, nah, hold on. Whoa. Hold on a second here. No. It's like the Falcons telling him, no, listen, we're not sure whether or not you'd be a good fit for us. Okay. Oh, you're not sure? All right. Okay. Well, I'm not sure you're a good fit for a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl either. So, okay. But all right. You're not sure. Neat. It's like me standing over my mechanic's shoulder going, no, man, put that there. He looks back at me and goes, did you get the hell out of here? What the hell do you know? So Look, I'm still skeptical. I think he ends up back in the NFL. There's some odds that have come out to where North Carolina is the favorite to be where Belichick coaches next, a slight favorite. And then you've got, the Jacksonville Jaguars that could be in the mix, and I think that would make a little bit more sense to me. I'm a little skeptical, but the fact that he's presented this and is just waiting for North Carolina to accept the terms and conditions of the deal ought to tell you, this is no joke. Guy's done his research. He's looked into it, and this is a real possibility of happening, even though I dismissed it from the get-go.